If you want to study in Spain, Portugal, Belgium, Czech Republic, Austria, then this video is for you. I've seen a lot of people applying to schools without following the necessary steps in getting admission. Not just that they are just applying to this school for free, they pay application fees, and after all these things, they won't get admission. It's very painful. These are some of the things I did that I didn't know when I was starting my journey. So I want to kind of inform you guys ahead of time if you intend moving to any of these countries in 2026. Let me start with Spain. For someone who wants to apply to schools in Spain, first of all, you need to do what is called document recognition. Now, how is it done? You need to book appointments with the Spanish embassy. If it's in your country, you book appointment. Before going for that appointment, after you have booked the appointment, you need to first of all authenticate your document in your Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Ministry of Education, just to verify your academic documents. Now, what are the academic documents? Your certificate, the transcript, all right, or whatever document that you have. You just need to make sure that it's being authenticated and verified. And after you have passed through this process, what next? Then you go to the Spanish embassy to recognize this certificate. Well, it can be done in two ways, either online, which takes time, or in person. Both ways do take time, but to me personally, I prefer the in person, that is going to the Spanish embassy to recognize the certificate. And after it is being done, then go ahead and apply to schools in Spain. This gives you higher chances of getting the admission because the certificate has been recognized. Though it costs money, but trust me, it is better you pass through this process than apply to schools, which you stand higher chances of getting admission than just sending applications without doing these things. The next other country is Portugal. When it comes to Portugal, the same process. You need to first of all go to Ministry of Foreign Education to authenticate the document, then Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Then after that, again, you need to book an appointment with the Portuguese embassy. Though the booking of the appointment have to go through, there is this link, a Portuguese link. You book the appointment. Then on that day of the appointment, take those documents that you have authenticated to the embassy. Then you pay, first of all, the verification fee. Now, the fee is to verify the document. The embassy will assign a lawyer to you, to your document. Sometimes they do call, sometimes they call you to come in person. During my own time, I met with the lawyer one-on-one. The lawyer asked questions about my school and everything. He said, okay, that he will do his own findings, then communicate back to the embassy. So after 2 or 3 weeks after meeting with the lawyer, I got a call to come in for my legalization. Imagine, look at how this process is. It took about 6 weeks. So it takes time. It needs to start early. This is why I'm making this video for someone who wants to move abroad through the study route next year. Then that's for Portugal. Now, for Austria own takes, will I say forever? Let's say for somebody who wants to move abroad, using maybe you want to go to Austria, trust me, you need to start your process 6 months ahead, because Austria's own takes 6 months minimum. Because if you go to the Australian website, you read the procedures, you'll be amazed, because the same process with Portugal, but just that their own takes longer. The same way, you need to authenticate your documents, Ministry of Education, then Ministry of Education again. Then you book appointment with the Australian embassy for the verification of the documents before the legalization. And the Austria's own is the fee takes way longer. There is someone who was complaining that his document has been in the Australian embassy for long. There is no response, whether it's been done or not. You see, these things takes time. That's why you need to kind of plan ahead, get things done before making out your applications to any of the schools you want to go to. Next other country I'll talk about is Bulgaria. When it comes to Bulgaria, you need to do legalization. you need to get what is called letter of eligibility, and this is maybe from the school there, and again translation into the Bulgarian language of your document. The good thing about this thing is the schools in Bulgaria helps you with the process. Some school will tell you, okay, send the documents via DHL. That will help you with the whole processes, if you are lucky. And if they do all this thing, they'll send it back to you then before you get the admission letter stating that you have been enrolled in the school. Then you pay tuition fee and everything. So which is very, very good for Bulgaria. So people who have been asking me questions about Bulgaria, this is the process of legalization, getting letter of eligibility, then translation to the Bulgarian language. Reach out to your school or maybe the school you have intention with and see what they're saying towards that. Then after Bulgaria, Czech Republic. Czech Republic also requires legalization. Their own is called super legalization, and you can only do this in the Czech Republic embassy. You also need to book appointment with the Czech embassy. All right, then get your documents, passing the process of authentication, misapplication, and all these steps. Then on the day, go in for your super legalization with the Czech Republic. One thing about Czech Republic, their school is very, very cheap. All right. Once you do all these things nicely and you apply, chances are high that you get admission. Then you tighten your visa applications. All right. Just for you guys to remember, it's not because you are going in for study doesn't mean that your visa won't be denied. If you do the wrong thing, the visa will be denied. I have a friend, the Czech Republic visa was denied, even though he's going in for masters, but the visa was still denied. All right, so just need to do the whole thing. Read, watch videos, ask questions, ask people who have passed these processes. How did they do it? In order for you to stand higher chances of getting what you want after the whole stress and money spent. All right, so the next other country I'll talk about is Belgium. When it comes to Belgium, they all have similar process. The same Ministry of Education, the same authentication at Foreign Affairs. Then for Belgium, you need to book appointment. You need to go to TLS. Then TLS will communicate to Belgium embassy, send the documents to them. After the whole thing is done, they will return it back to you. Then you start applying to schools in Belgium. So one of the cheap schools in Belgium, which I recommend to people to look into, is the Ghent University. All right. So, but please don't apply to this school if you have not legalized your document with the Belgian embassy, because they will request for it. If you apply, it's not a guarantee that okay, maybe you have gotten admission. Even though you legalize your document with the Belgian embassy, you still apply. It doesn't still mean that okay, your admission is guaranteed. You might still be rejected. But first of all, go through these processes. Make sure that you get it right, before you start sending in applications. Because to me personally, sending in applications without going through these legalizations, and you know quite well that these countries require legalization, it's just more like you are playing a game. It might go, it might not go. All right. Remember, the money you're putting in for the application is not free. You're paying in 50 euros, 60 euros, 100 euros, 200 euros for legalizations, for the application fees, and you're playing gamble with all these things. It doesn't really actually make sense. All right. For someone who is looking into next year 2026 and you intend into moving on these countries, with what I have just said, just plan ahead. Just look into these things. Once you look into these things, it gives you higher chances when it comes to the application intake when it opens, so that you start the higher chances of getting admission. So a lot of things are actually changing. Things have changed so much. Just need to be updated with this information. All right. So guys, if you have any questions by any chance, just leave it on the comment section and I will respond to you guys. And please, if you have found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up so that it will be pushed out to people who are looking for similar videos like this. And again, subscribe to the channel, support the movement, guys. So below this video description, you see the link to the Telegram community. Click the link, join the community. There are people there who are supporting each other. asking questions and the questions are being answered. All right. So me too, personally, I'm there answering questions and supporting people, giving daily updates there for people who are interested in moving abroad. So thanks you guys once again. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace and bye for now. I'm out.